Well, good morning, my friends. Good morning. Welcome to the Facebook edition of Writing Sonnets with Shakespeare. I am your friendly neighbourhood Shakespeare, and I'm here to write sonnets with you. Yes, this is our collaborative writing project where we create something unique, something special, and sometimes something silly. We had a great sonnet earlier today over on twitch.tv/nat21adventures because on Thursdays we do two sessions of those. We do one at 9 a.m. and one at 10:35. And the 10:35, of course, is here on Facebook, facebook.com/Shakespeare Approves, and on youtube.com/Shakespeare Approves. And if you're ever interested in supporting the show, you certainly can by buying me a cup of coffee at coffee.com/Shakespeare or patreon.com/Shakespeare and become a Patreon of the arts. Also, I just ask that you please support the show by supporting our sponsors, the Shakespeare Yogi, teaching creatives how to connect with the work they're doing and also connecting that with their bodies. You can use code Shakes.approve to save 50% off your first private class. Friends of the Colorado Northwestern Field Museum, what will you discover this summer? Now accepting applications for Summer 21 Digs, and the Renaissance Stream Guide, your TV guide of online Renaissance Festival of entertainment with over 70 Renaissance Festival themed streams every week. But now let's do this. Let's get into the show. Oh my goodness gracious. So you might be thinking, Master Shakespeare, if you're new to the show, what is a sonnet? How is a sonnet? Why is a sonnet? What is a sonnet? It's a poem. How? We're going to go through that. Why? Because. No, that's basically it. It's a great big because, and we're going to go through that right now. So what is a sonnet? Well, there are rules to it. So a sonnet is a 14-line poem that has 3 4-line stanzas. Now each stanza rhymes with the one that's 2 lines away. So line A rhymes with line C, line B with line D, and you repeat that formula for all 3 stanzas. You close it out with a rhyming couplet, so each of those lines rhymes with each other, and it's all written in iambic pentameter, which means 10 syllables per line, and you can go to 11 syllables, which means it's hendacasyllabic if the need arises. You do that for extra special intent, or just because, you know, it works a little bit better. But that's basically how we work. Clear as mud? Good. Now, I want to know your suggestions for what we're writing about today, because every sonnet is an ode to something. So as you can see here, we have an ode to ... and then we have a candy jar. And now the candy jar is where we put all the lines that we like, but we're not quite sure what to do with them yet. So first off, what are we writing about? And then start suggesting your lines. Basically, in this process, I am more of your head writer. I'm your editor. I'm picking what is going where. I'll do small, minor edits to the piece. But you, traditionally, during this these writers' rooms, come up with most of the lines, most of the topics. And that is as it should be. I'm just basically here serving as your collator. Your coordinator. Alex Stephen Arke, well met. Alex Stephen Arke is saying, let's do a poem about creating. He just got a 3D printer and he's having fun with it. That's fantastic. Dan Wenzel, a friend and fan of the show, says puppets. Puppets, yeah. Puppets can be good. Robin Thompson, hello, Robin. Welcome. I think this is your first time watching with us. At least that you popped up in the comments. Says 3-toed sloths. All 3 of these are fun. So we have 3 great suggestions so far. If there's any more, please put them in there. But then stop voting. I mean, obviously, I don't have a poll up here where I go click or anything. That would require a lot of coordination and probably more technical know-how than I have available to me. But certainly, I would require an engineer on this show to be like, all right, cool. Here's the ideas. We're putting them in. Here's the poll. Click, 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 click. Oh, that one wins. No. I don't know. I'm in a weird mood. Alex Stephen Arke says he likes bees. Voting for bees or creating. Janine says bees. Where did the bees come in? Bees or puppets? Where did the bees? Why bees? Bees? Oh my goodness gracious. Stephen, I'm sorry, Sally says sloths and puppets. Stephen says puppets and muppets. Everyone's going with two. Bees or puppets? Bees or creating puppets and muppets? Oh my goodness gracious. You are all too much this morning. I love you all so much, very dearly. Before we get into whatever it is we're going to write about today, though, I want to read to you the first sonnet from this morning. It was pretty great. Where did it go? There we are. I'm just going to jump into this folder here, and it's called Dinosaur Tales. So, the ground shakes and quakes, bringing forth terror. Run for your life, or you might be dinner. Quoth Mother Nature, oh, I made an error. How do I fix this to come out a winner? They roamed the earth so many years ago. The rule extended across Pangaea's plain. A meteor changed the way life would flow. The fossils of their existence remain. Fickle nature has changed life on earth. Fables created in the memory. From dragons to chickens we see new birth. Scales become a needed accessory. Extinct they are, the legacy maintained. Their names in every schoolchild's brain ingrained. So that was Dinosaur Tales from this morning's sonnet session. Silas Miller. Hello, Silas. Welcome. He says, what are we talking about? I'm here waiting for the new Dollar Tree near me to open. We're doing a sonnet this morning, Silas. Kathy says, hello. And then Alex Stephen Arke said, Katie Wagersbach said bees. Oh, Katie Wagersbach. I completely missed you. Oh, good morning, honeybees. Oh, there you go. I'm very sorry, Katie. I missed that. Down in Louisiana, honeybees. All right, so lots of people are voting for bees. And John Van Vliet says bees knees. And also the bees sneeze. And Katie, I'm so very sorry that I missed it. Yeah, I did miss that comment. I just thought like everyone was latching on to bees all of a sudden. Like, what is happening? This is so weird. John Van Vliet is also suggesting Dr. Seuss. And Stephen says Muppets are puppets. Yes, they are. You just had a puppets and Muppets thing up there earlier. So I'm just like, oh, we could talk about Muppets and puppets. Muppets are puppets, but puppets aren't Muppets. There you go. Excuse me, I have to cough for a moment. Excuse me. Not COVID, just my allergies, as you might be able to tell from my voice. Yeah. Oh, goodness. So, looks like bees are quite popular this morning, so let's talk about bees. And let's do it. Bees it is. So let's bring up our document. All right. Ode to bees. Bees? All right. So let's start throwing our line suggestions in here. Writing about bees. Let's do this. Remember, honey is basically bee puke, and really, Janine says she really hopes that no bees have pollen allergies. That would be tragic. Yes, yeah. Stephen says he's surprised I have a voice after Smithfield. It's so funny, Stephen. That you mentioned that. I got a couple hours away and my voice came back. I was out of those New Jersey allergens. So, so fun fact. fun thing on that real quick. I'm going to make myself bigger. We were at the brand new Marshalls near our home. Marshalls is great, by the way. Marshalls, if you're watching, and I know you are, support my show, become a sponsor. Anyway, so stupid. Anyway, we're at the new Marshalls, and as you know, at Marshalls and TJ Maxx, you can often get fun food stuffs, things that like you don't really like see elsewhere, and or it's like it's limited time only. It only gets more batches. So we got honey from Texas, and I'm very excited about this because it's gonna be we're gonna be done in Texas, so we're gonna start taking that honey the week before we go down, and then the entire drive down there, get more honey whilst we're down there. So that is gonna be fantastic. But let's you are coming up with some wonderful suggestions, so let us get back into the document here. I'm gonna make myself small, and let's see. Alex Stevenake. Oh, you pollinate our verdant landscape. Oh, right, that sounds good. So let's put that into the candy jar. Oh, you pollinate our verdant. Good use of the word verdant, by the way. Landscape. Dan Wentel writing from the bee's point of view. If I should sting you, I shall suffer worse. Janine says, a perfect society in sisterhood. Perfect society in sisterhood. Yes, most bees are women. Or female, I should say. Stephen says, our allergies here, no joke. I'm in Jersey. I was like, what? That's... Oh, yeah, we're hitting my allergies. Sally, the stripes on the bee belies its stinger. The stripes on the bee belies its stinger. On Van Vliet, the queen, throwing in a couplet idea. The queen rules the hive and gives it bee life. They all work to serve her. She's not their wife. I don't know why I find it so funny, but I do. Robin, honeybee, the sweetest bee of all. Honeybee, the sweetest bee of all. Wow, so many grand suggestions coming in here. Kathy, they fly and collect pollen for the hive. Leaf cutters are the bee world's classes. This is amazing. Bumblebee queens start their own colonies. Yes, they do. Bumblebee queens start their own colonies. Stephen says, I live to create some foods you intake. I live to create some foods you intake. All right, and I'm going to stop writing in the candy jar in just a moment. Because we've got to stop putting this sonnet together. Drones which cannot be controlled remotely. Drones which, says Dan Wenzel, which cannot be controlled remotely. That just gives me Star Trek thoughts. Katie Wagersbach, your sweetness derives not from the honeys you give, but from the duties you perform, which make all life live. Oh, going for another couplet here, competing with Johnny O here. Your sweetness derives not from the honeys you give, but from the duties you perform that which makes all life live. Oh, one. Well done. All right. Let's finish out with we have so many candy jar lines right now. So here we go. Dance, roots to flowers, and smells to water. And then Janine Rinker, the white man's fly has a sting in its tail. The white man's fly. I never heard it called that. White man's fly has a sting in its tail. All right, we have lots of good ones here. So let's start. Let's look at this. Excuse me, one more cough I have to make. Oh, sweet baby. All right, let's see. Oh, I did not hit the mute for that one. I apologize. All right. Oh, by the way, Janine Rinker fulfilling her duties as a science correspondent for the show. She says when her brother kept bees, they drink out of the cat's water dish, and a cat swallowed one to its dismay. Oh, so sad. But that's so funny that they had their own water dish comes to the cat. Honeybees are introduced in the US, native to Africa. Did not know that part, but science correspondent Janine Rinker. And then Stephen, following up, what we call the honeybee is not actually indigenous to North America. And he says, real North American bees are green. Neat. Cool. But here we go. All right. There are two things I'm seeing that I like. Dan Wenzel put one from the point of view of the bee. If I should sting you, I shall suffer worse. And that makes me think. I'm following along what I think Stephen wrote right here. I live to create some foods you intake. We could write this all from the bee's perspective. So let's do. Oh, John Van Vliet has another couplet suggestion. All together, one purpose, one labor. Sweetest reward of flowers. And I'm going to put the U in there too as well. I'm not going to make it British or Canadian. Yeah. Yep. Janine says honeybees die after the sting. Yep, that's one I did know. And it's so very sad, but the sting is a thing of last resort for them. They're not wasps, not by any measure. But let's do this. So from a bee's perspective, oh right. We pollinate the verdant landscape. Maybe honeybees are sweetest bit. That's sweet. Let's start with this actually. All together, one purpose, one labor. So here we go. All together. Very Three Musketeers, by the way. All together, one purpose, one labor. And then the sweetest reward, the flowers, the flavor. Line 3. And let's see where we go. Altogether, one purpose, one labor. Proposed title from the eyes of a honeybee. It's a good It's a good title. Let's hold on to that. All right. The Queen of Honey. The Queen rules the hive and gives it bee life. They all work to serve. We all work to serve her. She's not our. One neighbor. I want to try this real quick. Yeah. And let's see what this sounds like. And so let's see. Respect me and I'm a good neighbor. Bees don't sting without provocation. Oh, that goes well with Dan Wenzel's line. So yeah. Respect me and I'm a good neighbor. It's a long day's work, but we serve the Queen. Very Run Ferry feeling right there too. A long day's work. We serve the Queen. All right. So let's see how this works right here. We have altogether one purpose, one labor. The Queen rules the hive and gives it bee life. The sweetest reward, the flowers, the flavor. We all work to serve her. She's not our wife. I like this so much right now. This is fantastic. You are all brilliant. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Janine, I am not familiar with the book Joyful Noise, Poems for Two Voices. I'm going to have to check that out. I've been downloading a whole lot on my iPad lately. So, yeah, I download a whole lot of books on here a lot. And Adam Bly's here. Good morrow, Adam. Good morrow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, by the way, let me know real quick if you are interested in this. So let me open up one thing just to show you. So what I have been doing a lot lately is writing songs out, writing poems out, and then I write them. So can you see it? Yeah, you can. So I write things out longhand on here because, you know, I have the pen on here, so that's pretty good. But then I save them as fun extra documents. So hold on, here we go. So then I can send it to you. Oh, yep. Goodness gracious. Get the light to not glare. There we go. So I can then send that to you as a PDF, as a JPEG rather. Let me know if you're interested in me writing these out, and then like you pay like, I don't know, $5 or something for it. Just let me know. Like, so I'll handwrite these out and then send them off. That day's sonnets. But yeah, we can do that. Or even just like, on the one hand, it's like, yeah, I should get paid for it, and on the other hand, I'm like, you know, just put it up on Instagram, download it there. But yeah, you would have copies of my handwriting, and eventually probably be able to forge my my signature. So here we go. All right. And I'm so sorry. Just responding to a couple of other work messages. All right. Yes, forgery. Excellent. Alex D. Locke says. But let's go back into this. All right. So we have our first stanza. I am quite happy with this. The sting, I think, these stinging lines, I think, should come in here. Respect me and I'm a good neighbor. If I should sting you, I shall suffer worse. I like those two lines together as well. So let's do it. Let's do this. And this is me serving as basically your editor, head writer, etc. Oh, come on. Nope, don't do that. Respect me and I'm a good neighbor. I should sting you, I shall suffer worse. Shakespeare's signature could be quite valuable. Yeah, but while I'm alive? Also, it's like, look, Shakespeare. But that reminds me, quite a while ago, several years now, in fact, I was doing a fun book signing and show situation at a Barnes and Noble. And so someone comes up to me with a copy of the complete works. Actually, this exact same version I have here, which you can't see. But someone comes up to me with a copy, Barnes and Noble edition, the copy of the complete works of William Shakespeare. So, Master Shakespeare, could you sign this for me? And it's like, yeah, sure, yep. So go in and I sign either like right there, or I think I actually signed it right there, right? It's like, oh, here you go, here's the quote. And they didn't want me to make it out to them. It was just like, oh, here you go. So I sign it. And about a year later, someone turns to me like, hey, just saw this on eBay. I thought you'd think it'd be funny. And it was that, and it's my signature. It was like, to thine own self be true. Best wishes, Will Shakespeare. And I'm like, neat. They were trying to sell it for $500. I don't know if they actually did it for real. Like if they got the money. I kind of hope they did. But wow. Also, you didn't hit me up, like give any of that money to me. Like really? Seriously? Come on. All right. Robin says, I'll have to catch the replay. Gotta head out. Robin, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Janine says, people used to consider honeybees a model for the monastic life. Yes, cells. Yeah. Let us then dance a dance we shan't rehearse. Oh, I like that, Dan. I like that. Let's then dance a dance we shan't rehearse. That'll go with the words, yeah. Let us then dance a dance we shan't rehearse. Let us then dance a we shan't rehearse. Respect me and I'm a good neighbor. If I should sting you, I shall suffer worse. Something, and then let us dance the dance. We shan't rehearse. Excellent. Katie says, apologies, slightly off topic, but do I do commissions of sonnets? Yes, I do. Yeah, talk to me offline, Katie. Yeah, talk to me offline. So... I apologize. I'm just answering a message here real quick for the job live. right. So let's see. All right. So back into the poem here. Let's see. John Van Vliet, hexagonal, our workspace, our workplace sculpted wax. Oh, that's a fun line. Hexagonal, our workplace sculpted wax. I'd rather fly than waggle my saber. Oh, that's fun. That's a fun one. He does. Yeah, I did write a Baby Yoda one for Stephen. Yes. Should add something about honeybees thinking about bumblebees. Back to the hive, and now use my saber. Oh, that's fun. Yes. Well done, Dan. All right. Back to the hive, and now use my saber. Right. Respect me, and I'm a good neighbor. If I should sting you, I shall suffer worse. Back to the hive, and now use my saber. Let us then dance a dance we shan't rehearse. Oh, goodness gracious! And we have so many good candy. We have so many good candy jar lines as well in here. So, goodness gracious. Gonna make it a little bit smaller yet, so that we can fit everything in here. But oh goodness gracious, we have so many good. Oh, Janine, that is fantastic. Our music is hummed, sans flute or tabor. That's going in. Yeah. Our music is hummed, sans flute or tabor. I like that. Dan, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for your contributions this morning. Thank you, sir. Well met. Well done. All right. So what we have so far, all together, one purpose, one labor. The queen rules the hive and gives it bee life. The sweetest reward, the flowers, the flavor. We all work to serve her. She's not our wife. Respect me, and I'm a good neighbor. If I should sting you, I shall suffer worse. Back to the hive, and now use my saber. Let us then dance a dance we shan't rehearse. So here is what I'm going to suggest we do now. So you'll notice 4 of the lines follow the rhyming scheme of neighbor, saber, labor. So we have labor, flavor, neighbor, saber. So Janine's suggestion of music is hummed, sans flute or tabor should go in right here. So let us do that. Our music is hummed, sans flute or labor. Oh, and then Katie Wagersbeck has a great follow-up. Our song is a hum without pipe or verse. Oh, this is fantastic. All right. Let's do. So our music is hummed. Can you hear it? That was weird. Hummed, sans flute or tabor. And then Katie Wagersbach, our song is a hum. Out, pipe, or verse. I like that. Our music is hummed, sans flute or tabor. Our song is a hum without pipe or verse. Ah, this is fantastic. So tabor and verse are what we are rhyming with, but also look, we're following the same rhyme scheme as in the entirely as in the second stanza, which is kind of fantastic. So let me just real quick. Oh, right. So, right. All right. Dance many maps. An election that's terse. Honey being the fruit of our labor. These are good. Acre, a slant rhyme to a slant rhyme to it. So yeah, look, our dance is a roadmap of every acre. 11. But that our dance, colon, a roadmap of every acre. There we go. Excellent. Dance, a roadmap of every acre. John says subtract roads, they don't drive. Yeah, where they're going, they don't need roads. I like roadmap in that because it is evocative. The imagery is evocative right there. Saying it's putting it into terms that we understand. Bees also don't talk to us, so we are the voice of the bees. So we're saying, hey, oh yeah, it's a roadmap. Yep, that's where we went. So let's see. And then dance maps, election that's terse. I like terse, but I want to put the sisters with that. Hundreds of sisters, hundreds of sisters. So, it's a roadmap of every acre. Hundreds of sisters. Hundreds of. That's not a word. Hundreds of sisters. Hundreds of sisters in friendship. Yes. There we go. All right. Our music is hum, sans flute or tabor. Our song is a hum without pipe or verse. Our dance, a roadmap of every acre. Hundreds of sisters in friendship, not terse. Yeah. Stephen says, where relations are terse. I'm going to say it's not, just because they work in harmony with each other. So let's do that. All right. Jean Van Vliet, all things may change when a new queen is born, shall either be killed or it's time to swarm. All right. Let's see. Drones. I'm just going through. If you're wondering why I'm being sort of like, I'm going through the final lines here in our candy jar, and I'm seeing what I like that might be here to throw in. I'm kind of digging this right here. I think this is for the Katie Wagasback line. Our sweetness not derives not from the honeys we give, but from the duties we perform, that which makes all life live. Stephen Onke says we can make 2 sonnets, one out of this one and one out of the candy jar. At this point, just about, yeah. This is fantastic. And so what I'll do is I'll save this candy jar for for another day, because this is some fantastic stuff. So let's try this. Our sweetness derives not from the honeys we give, but from the duties we perform, that makes all. Our sweetness derives not from the honeys we give, that's a little long, but from the duties we perform, that makes all life live. Okay, right. So both of those are long, so we need to shorten them. Sally suggesting, without me, your world would be quite a mess. For search sure flower beds, quite flowerless. Oh, that's a little dark right there, Sally. Ooh, goodness. All right. More sweetness, not from the honeys. Yes, Alex says, I'm not understanding cert. Is it short for certain? Yes, cert. So I say quite often, cert sure. So I say that a lot. Cert is short for certain. And so it becomes cert sure. Yes. Spelled out worth. All right. Can we change derives to come and remove which? I like the word derives. That's the fun thing. But here we go. I like the word derives, but yeah, it's long. So let's see. Here we go. Our sweetness, not from the honeys we give. Our sweetness, not from the honeys we give. Good. But from duties performed to make all life live. Here we go. Not from duties performed to make all life live. There we go. So I am liking this a lot. I like this a lot. Alex Stephen Arke, by the way, is having a great time with Janine Rinker. He says, and now a quick word from our science correspondent, Janine Rinker. Now back to you, Shakespeare. So, for instance, I love, like, some winds are wind pollinated, or by flies, bats, marmosets. So, I love, Janine. I love it, love it, love it. Sweetness derives not from honeys we give. Yeah, Janine, there you go. You fixed it. Sweetness derives not from honeys we give. Sweetness derives. Sweetness derives not from honeys we give. But we can also, we're going to make it our sweetness. It's 11 because, but from duties performed to make all life live. 11, 11. There we go. We have it, everyone. And here we go. Ode to bees. And there was a good suggestion. Here we go. Altogether, one purpose, one labor. The queen rules the hive and gives it bee life. The sweetest reward, the flowers, the flavor. We all work to serve her. She's not our wife. Respect me, and I'm a good neighbor. And I gotta fix that word because it's spelled completely wrong. If I should sing you, I should suffer worse. Back to the hive and ne'er use my saber. Let us then dance a dance we shan't rehearse. Our music is hummed, sans flute or tabor. Our song is a hum without pipe or verse. Our dance a roadmap of every acre, hundreds of sisters and friendship not terse. Our sweetness derives not from honeys we give, but from duties performed to make all life live. And as Katie says, success! And Janine, more science dropping on us. There are some flowers that have a deep cup of dilute nectar to attract marmosets. They drink the Kool-Aid and pollinate the plant. Janine, I adore you so much. This is fantastic. Excellent. So let us fix that. Very good. Gonna save it. And there was a good suggestion a while back from Stephen, I think, on terms of what to potentially call this. Trying to find it. Goodness gracious. I'm just scrolling through. From the eyes of a honeybee. I like it. I like it a lot. So, yep. There we go. From the eyes of a honeybee. There we go. All right. So, and we're going to save this particular candy jar for another day. So we're going to copy that, save it into a new document real quick. Boom. Just going to call that one candy jar. Right. I'm going to delete that right there. Ah, goodness, no. Nope, don't do that. There we go. April 29, 2021. Janine still coming up with more science. Bees can see into the ultraviolet, but not red. Hummingbirds can see all four: red, green, blue, and ultraviolet light. So basically, the hummingbirds are Geordie LaForge. I see what you're doing there. All right. All right. Let us pick a font for this. So we went with Luminari for. We went with Luminari. This one here. That looks very Tolkien, Lord of the Ringsy for the last one. Should this one also be in Luminari? Or should it be in roundhand and make it look very cursive-y? So what should we do here? What should we do? I like the cursive I like the roundhand cursive for the honeybee one here. So let's do this. All right, that's what we're going to do. All right, let's save it. So from the eyes of a honeybee is the title. Save it as a PDF. Export to PDF. Very good. All right. And Alex says, why have we never thought to do a sonnet about the candy jar? Well, we have now, so we can certainly do that. Just stop saving the candy jars and do candy jar sonnets. We certainly can. And we just like, boop, 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 boop. We certainly can do that. But let's also do, let's bring this up and do the screenshot of it too. So full screen layout. Gonna readjust things here. And all right. The eyes. I like that a lot. I like this so very much, dear friends. So good. I enjoy doing this with you so much. This is these sessions that we do are a highlight of my week. I really like them. I really appreciate them. And I appreciate all of you for joining me week after week to do this. Some of you twice a day. So this is quite a lot of fun for me. Programming note. In a few weeks time, on what will that be? May 20th, I will not be doing a writing sonnets with Shakespeare. That day, I'll be traveling. I'll be driving down to Texas. So I will not be able to do writing sonnets that day because, driving a car. But we will probably be doing that the following week while I'm in Texas. So that'll be fun. Alec also wants everyone to know that he is currently printing a flexi face hugger from Alien. So, as one does with a 3D printer. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, friends, I do hope you enjoyed this half as much as I enjoyed doing it with you. And if you enjoyed it half as much as I enjoyed doing it with you, then I enjoy it twice as much as you do. And that's just math, So that being the case, whatever you feel today's show is worth, a 1, a 5, a 10. For a 50, I will happily do sonnets with you in your front garden. Throw it into my hat. Go to coffee.com/Shakespeare. Buy me a cup of coffee, or consider becoming a Patreon of the arts at patreon.com/Shakespeare. TS start at $3 all the way to $30. Everyone gets the same rewards right now because money is tight for so very many people, and I appreciate all of you for joining me over there on this journey and keeping going. Basically, you are paying my car payments right now, so thank you very, very much. Upcoming stuff is going to happen tonight. Yes, we have Shakespeare's Shameless Self-Promotion Happy Hour. That's 5:35 Eastern Time. So I guess this afternoon, 5:35 Eastern Time, 4:35 Central. The Brobdingnagian Bards are my musical guests tonight. I'm going to be at the Scarborough Renaissance Festival in Waxahachie, Texas, May 22nd through 31st. So if you're down in the South, maybe come join me. The New Jersey Renaissance Fair, June 5 and 6. It's only 2 weekends this year, so I'll be there for half the show. Join me for that. And we're going to have a meetup, I think, on one of those days. So let's do. Also, please go like me on all the things. Facebook.com/Shakespeare Approves, YouTube.com/Shakespeare Approves, and Instagram Shakespeare.approves, Twitter Shakespeare Approves, TikTok Shakespeare.approves, and join me on Monday for the next Shakespeare's Coffee Break, 10:35 a.m. Facebook.com/Shakespeare's Coffee Break. But in the meantime, friends, I love you. You love me. There is mutual, glorious affection. Have a great day. See you soon. See you tonight. Bye-bye.